The Beauty or the Beast, written and performed by William Lloyd.
Ancient cathedral, so loved by all, it seems your charm will never pall. You stand proud of trees and river, your grandeur setting hearts a-quiver. North folk freely feel your charm, asleep to Norman death and harm. Down on the weir you do glower, inside the mightiest columns tower. Your entrance doors, high as a house, make tourists feel small as a mouse. Resist, North folk, its seeming beauty. To know your past should be a duty. Do you symbolize monastic piety, or William the Bastard's notoriety? A mighty proof of invaders' power, designed to make the natives cower. You grew sky tall on ruined land, so that our fate we'd understand. 1,000 years can dry a tear and clear a nation's mind, but let's all try to raise a thought for those we've left behind. It was near 1,000 years ago, and now our memories slight or slow, of Angles, Celts, and Saxons' lands, savaged by William's bloody hands. North folk down like hay he'd mow, so all would Norman power know. Victory at Hastings wasn't the end, then order and culture the dominant trend. Forebears fought bravely for many a year, a fierce retribution each time they'd incur. Genocide committed from Humber to Wash. Invaders laid waste, all resistance to quash. Last screams of those that did not go, innocents too young, too old, or slow. Pawns in pope-blessed despots' game, to make two countries both the same. The earth they loved did then turn red, an empty wasteland of unburied dead. In this war-crippled northern land, at York and Durham came to stand foreign-built wonders on English bones, which lie uneasy beneath great stones. A sea of bones of those found weak, if only one poor soul could speak. Across the harvest of war lives, I seek a special ear. Could you be that rare one who can my faint voice hear? I am Egfrith, my spirit free new but mindful of war bones, whose contented villages were changed to killing zones. Those bones did laugh and love, some suckled at the breast. Ere my tale ends, you too will see why Normans I detest. I woke that day to chainmail, a glint in early sun, knew they were the wisest then that had to Pictland run. They filled up War Farm hamlet with horses and men, dragging out war-hidden folk, then searching once again. My sons away fighting for Edgar Atheling, true king. I pray thoughts of them living may lessen death's sting. We were elders, younglings, whiffmen suckling babies, facing soldiers as lethal as wolves that had rabies. Their buzzard eyes piercing and barking strange words, they wantonly slaughtered war beasts and war birds. Some pissed on war food and then befouled the well. We all knew that day we'd be going through hell. Crammed into a pig pen and guarded all round, we'd no choice but to witness their evil profound. Watched as war crops and war yems flared alight, too weak and outnumbered to put up a fight. Fair Edith they pulled out for some soldierly sport. Ere long she'd wish that her time were more short. Good Brune's sod of war homestead was later dyed red by the blood of the innocents who couldn't have fled. They slew younglings, e'en babs, all folk except me, for it amused them to tie me undressed to a tree. They knew I'd die slowly of cold or starvation, heartbrokenly mourning the death of my nation. Today your scholars sing loud Norman's praises. They think that the good thing all bad things erases. William organised and centralised war land, so they say, thereby laying the foundations of the state of today. Next you gaze on their works of artistic formality, give thought to me, Egfrith, and my tale of brutality. Your sandstone towers ascend warm blue sky, while down by the weir young lovers stroll by. Under tall shady trees they listen to songbirds, while blissfully deaf to history's harsh words. Now our folk memory is truly wiped clean of acts never mentioned, as if they'd not been. 1069's great revolt is forgotten, a time of great hope, then bitter defeat. Northumbria harried and finally broken, and William's dominion complete. 1,000 years can dry a tear, clear well a nation's mind. It seems we'll no more raise a thought for those too far behind.
Product of a Bygone Age, written and performed by William Lloyd.
I rummaged through the rusty piled-up tools to find the panel pin hammer. Useful, a craftsman's right-hand man, or left in this case. Small and light, its head slim as my little finger. Ball end small as its tip, and still firm on its handle despite 36 years of my ham-fisted abuse. The smooth, warm wood tapers to the width of a thick pen, yet remains strong. Numerous nicks and notches, time smoothed, lead my eye to its fattest part. Laid flat on one side to facilitate your left grip, where your initials remain, deeply cut. Were such tools bought, I wonder, or cut, shaped, then joined together by their owners, to later journey down the generations? I'm a bit of a bodger, as are most of us now, but I love to create in my chaotic workshop. Your products were perfect, your stories precise, while mine do the job in a quick, easy way. Using this relic of a cleverer age takes me back. A small boy by your side, watching your skillful yellowed fingers working, while you hoped I'd learn your skills and love of making. The little old hammer gets chucked on the heap. I may abuse it, but could never lose it, for as I savour its feel, I always recall skilled hands, warm heart, keen mind, and that boy of a bygone age.
Last Night on Altor, written and performed by William Lloyd.
Reclining against the Gazik's giant chest, warm and furry, restfully snoring, Zilla and I together watch Eltor's twin suns set. The forest is warm and damp, momentarily silent, as night falls, bringing its strange and striking luminosity from so many nearby stars. On our nights of love, the Federation's work seems like a dream, worlds away, as we too shall be, too soon. Too soon, Zilla, distant Plycia's fledgling biosphere will claim you, and fiery jollify me, to extract Earth's share of its great riches. Once again, my love, we'll be images on the space net, remembering, longing. The Federation gives and takes all. Our sacrifices are great, and the prizes many, for we of the chosen few. Could we live the contented life of the sleepy Gaziks? Our dreams are ended by your implant's shrill sound. The Federation, its will be done.
I Am Yours, written and performed by William Lloyd.
I am the honey and the gall, a sweet and sour sauce in which you flounder. I am a darkened cell. Life's light streams through my small barred window. I am pain and pleasure and the frayed cord of all their interminglings. I am the truth and the lie, the clear image and the shrouding mist, proclaiming truth that is ever enigma. I am scaffold, strong, enduring, yet rusting beyond all sight. I am your ball and chain, secured forever, while hungry rats gather, whispering. I am a moated castle, strong, yet my facade craves other stones. I am a hot crimson river, swirling, coursing, ever revisiting my source. I am your mother, enemy, best friend and slave, all rolled into one. I am both lustful monkey and loyal hound, and all these things, and I am yours. I fight a universe of change with warrior spirit, yet restless sun and moon allow no victory. All is gone before, and more, much more, for good or ill. I am, and I'm yours. Love me or hate me, but leave me in your dreams.
I Blame the Book. Written and performed by William Lloyd.
I swallowed a rhyming dictionary, whole. It was the first I'd ever seen. On finding it in W.H. Smith's, I knew it was meant for me. But now I can't stop rhyming, so if you'll bide a wee. I was lost in abstraction and in action. I felt the book's attraction during info extraction. Learning just a fraction, had a bad reaction, and ceased my interaction, ending in dissatisfaction. I felt an abnormality because of my banality and lack of vitality, my poor originality. I was rhyming in totality. I can see you'll agree. That's enough about me. I'd rather have a cup of tea. PG. There was a panda called Amanda, sitting out on our veranda in Uganda, eating coriander. A salamander had a gander and copped a swift backhander, then shot off up an oleander. Her name was Miranda from Rwanda. She said, "Don't believe the propaganda. I'm an innocent bystander. I wished only to gaze. For me you amaze. As on coriander you graze, dipped nowadays in rich mayonnaise. Like you I would laze through halcyon days. The hot sun I'd praise, while my head would braze, and my eyes would glaze, ending in a daze. The world was a haze." The book did astound. Line endings abound, a verbal merry-go-round. I became a rhyme hound. Words profound and renowned would surround and resound like a battleground of sound. It made my heart pound. I felt erudite, so I started to write. But I'm a literary mite, with originality slight. Worried I'm trite, or just not right. Then that book drew me back, for its lists quite excite. One bright dawn, in the mountains of Morn, a young leprechaun called Sean was at daggers drawn with a well-worn unicorn. Sean was Capricorn, with plenty of brawn, and had sworn to steal its horn. It's now forlorn and rather withdrawn, as Sean did adorn his front lawn with the sawn-off horn. It feels such a prawn to be so horn-shorn, just an object of scorn. Next I must write of a young Muscovite, a parasite, hermaphrodite, socialite. Impolite, but bright and erudite, so that's all right. It was Guy Fawkes' night on the Isle of Wight, when he showed an appetite for dynamite. He was high as a kite when that stuff did ignite. in a right plight, despite his delight, for he almost did smite a meteorite. Because of some oversight, he became a fly-by-night, landing on a greenfield site, flattening Snow White and a small Jacobite, ending their nocturnal rite. That dictionary I'm closing. I must stop this daft composing. My senses decomposing, or at the least dozing. Will someone please hide that damn book?
Mick the Fish, written and performed by William Lloyd.
You'll have a short wait. Chips have just gone in. Some drunks clown around, loudly calling me, "Come over, boy," daring others to touch it, while old dears keep on asking, "How's Mam?" "She's well as can be expected," I reply, recalling the small silver vase by Dad's photo on the sideboard. The flower ritual, now down to me. When tragedy struck, I just couldn't leave home, for she needed me then, more than ever. I'm different, mother's boy. Some say I'm slow, but my brain's brightly buzzing, not dozing. I listen and watch, soak it up like a sponge, food for thought for my most secret story. Tracy and her 6 kids by 6 men, and brave one-legged Pete, and more. Such food. They're like lead ingots bubbling in the crucible of mind, while my fat, fumbling fingers thump keys in their daily pursuit of the alchemist's goal. Customers become heroes and villains in a world of adventure and inescapable karma. Sometimes I suspect my gifts are obsessive, for I'm blessed or cursed with both the artist's eye and author's ear, lining up beauty through an imagined card frame, eavesdropping conversations which spin out like novellas. My drawings and writings remain mine alone, for who would cast pearl before swine? Precious as jewels, glistening stalagmites of memories, images, imaginings, ever growing in the safety of their most unlikely host. I love the nights, or when I'm half sleeping, time of the magical merging of worlds, when rivers of thoughts flow over the rough rocks of reality, surrounding, cleansing, transforming. It's then that I spread my sticky nets, dream catcher and word catcher, and see what drifts in. Maybe memorable phrases, mythic heroes, monstrous cats. Mum loved her marmalade cat, Tiger, so I knew things were bad when she stopped feeding him. Our life was secure, pleasantly predictable. But on my last visit, she asked, "Are you that man off the telly?" Thank God for my novel, my other world of other thoughts. Okay, I heard. 1 cod, chips and small peas.
Mongie, written and performed by William Lloyd.
O faithful Mongie, glossy black beauty, early each morning I bow low to you. Accepting my homage, you do the same. Then upon rising back up, you lick my nose. You walk away, then lie supine, back legs splayed towards the carpet, waiting trustfully for my homage, gladly given, and forever forthcoming. Gertie, mainly black, tan, sand, and white. Your generous ears half-flopped amuse, disguising the collie-brained power within. Your stare could win a dog v human contest. Your fox-like tail curls up to display mood. Food mood, play mood, never a bad mood. You lead me through our morning stretches. 2 different species side by side. Then scratch, before trotting through the kitchen. You bid me next to open up the door, your nose pointing intently at its handle, and push past fast to do your doggy duty. For fun and games and endless trust, I give this loving, faithful homage, and gladly bow low down to you. Good girl, you're such a beauty.
Reflections in a Mirror, written and performed by William Lloyd.
The shaving mirror cruelly reveals its truth, as with its helper, heartless sunshine's glaring eye. They starkly show life's race from youth, on that skull-like wrinkled remnant staring back. If we could turn and run life back, that priceless gift of time we'd truly treasure, by making the choices we now sadly lack, and seeking meaning above fleeting pleasure. Back to the young couple's laughter and dreams, their pillow fights, wrestling, love-making, and time, always more time for later schemes, but time walked into aching and pill-taking. The old man shaves, after removing glasses, a smiling bright blur, which for young passes.
Springtime Spirit, written and performed by William Lloyd.
Primavera eternal, I answer earth's call, bringing predestined enchantment to all. Some new lands I soon shall cover, embrace them fully like a lover. My loving moves upon the earth are felt as warmth and hope and mirth. My heart of gold dispels dark pains, with longer days and gentler rains. My drive for life abundant, surging, helps lambs and foals, all those emerging. My song to celebrate life's stirrings is heard as bleats and tweets and chirrings. My tears of joy at work well done fall soft through rainbows in the sun. My glorious gown spreads out below, where glowing daffodils now grow.
Strange Pets, written and performed by William Lloyd.
My strange pets I chose affectionately, carefully, knowing full well they're not everyone's cup of tea, and yet hoping still to please your eyes and mind. When I exercise them, some may race or lag behind, or annoy you, as like real creatures they doubtless may. Behave, my pets. Mix well on this, your first run today. They eat not, foul not, and strike me as whimsical. Their home kennel was not at all canine, but lexical. Now, in this large empty field, their idiopraxis master must loose them, hoping to avoid a doggerel disaster. This conophilist yet allurophile, aspiring linguophile personality, by heuristic instincts and aleatory means, fumbles for fecundity. My metonymical pets must run, and in doing so may entertain. Our wishes are to impact your glabella with pleasure, not pain. After brief aporia, I'm into epexegesis, avoiding, I hope, pleonasm. Is my strange world cacatopian? Regardless, don't mention apophysis. Run, sesquipedalian, turn right, circumbendibus. Down, anacoluthia. Catachresis is possible, yet this baragouin's not of Clamjamfrey's domain. Cruciverbalists and lexicophiles may know these obscure old breeds, and enjoy stroking their furry backs and other such friendly deeds. While for the rest, we hope our playful excursion has raised no hackles. Here periphrasis. Come, sesquipedalian, make friends with tautology. Homewards we go now. Their kennel awaits, and their lexicon shackles. We were never pathological or illogical. and I hope not scatological. Aposiopesis, come back, if I catch. P.S. May I suggest a nice hot drink and a nice thick dictionary?
Summer's Child, written and performed by William Lloyd.
Gaia's fiery parent plants her warm lips on my face as I sink back into the meadow's sloping verge. As I recline on nature's sacred, richly verdant bosom, she entrances me through many tongues. From her warm, perfumed skin of tall grasses, white daisies, purple clover, and so much more, she speaks to me. Through her avian orchestra, grasshoppers' sweet chirring, the relaxing buzz of bumblebees, which traverse my face closely to feed on abundant blooms nearby. Their weapons give me no worry. Maybe they too sense we are children of the same mother. I am, here and now, for no other time exists, watching unfettered snowy islands slowly drift the azure ocean of effortless imagining. Nature sends voyagers aloft, small boats pleasing my ears with lark song near constant, enthralling my eyes as they cruise serenely from isle to isle. Now the age-old game of shapes moves on, regardless of my volition, making me wonder if it's playing me or I it. But it's welcome, as the islands become faces, animals, whales and dragons. They change in space, but not in time, for that has no place here. Sensing life's strong pulse and beauty everywhere, flowing through me without resistance, I feel union with the Eternal Mother with simplicity and joy. The planet shows her warm, bright summer face, of green, white and blue, and I am, gladly, her child, here and now.